each achieves more!
Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about goals.
How futuristic of you, Colleen.
You know, I've noticed our response rate seems to be a little low lately. What do you guys think we can do to change that?
We are a little low, but on a positive note, our Facebook ads have been performing really well.
Brittany, your positivity is such a good strength.
Guys, I think the first thing we need to do is set realistic expectations with our accounts of what they can expect in terms of total number of calls based on the amount of pieces mailed as well as the average response rate. I put together a spreadsheet, so I'll get that sent to you guys this afternoon.
Way to use your maximizer strength, Jack, and thanks for communicating that out to everybody.
I brought in an article on the best times on posting on social media, and I also brought a sample of what my accounts are doing and thought we could use some elements in our ads.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Marty. I think if we do combine a couple elements, we'll definitely have an effective piece to raise our numbers.
Thanks for the input, Tony, and thank you everyone for sharing. I definitely think that some of these new approaches will help increase our numbers. And I'm so excited for our team building activity next week.
Nothing like NuEar!
I'll just have to talk to our designer. I understand that the newspaper needs a different size for the ad, so let me talk to them and then I will call you right back. Okay, great, thanks. Good. I hate to put you in this position, but one of my accounts, we created the wrong size for an ad.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can get that done today because the deadline is today for the newspaper?
Yeah, I got a few things going on, but I should be able to move some stuff around. So it shouldn't be a problem. I can take care of that.
Okay, great. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
I talked to our designer and we are able to get that ad done for you today.
And you're heading to Mexico next week, I hear. Super fun. That'll be a really good time for you and Jen. Definitely needed. Well, I know we talked about branding a little bit here, and I know we've done a really good job this summer of kind of creating your brand and marketing you as the independent hearing owner and practice and audiologist. So I worked with Tony, a designer, to get a brand guideline for you, so I want you to take a look at that. And then if you just go through, you can see your logo with the different colors we've done, your primary, secondary colors, all the different fonts we've used. And we just put this together for you so you could, if you do want to create other ads with newspaper reps or any other vendor, you'd be able to see these elements and they'd be able to be consistent with your branding as well as what we're doing. So just have some of your ads, so you let me know.
Hey, Joel. Good, how about you? I'm doing well. Hey, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that last direct mail piece that went out. Yep, we saw a good response rate. It was slightly above the industry average. The thing I did notice, however, is the conversion rate was about 48-50%, which is a little lower than we've seen for the rest of NuEar. So what I would like to do is put together a spreadsheet, and that'll just have all the different numbers on there and kind of could show how the total revenue is being affected by the conversion rate. Spreadsheet, I've created a pivot table so you can take the conversion rate that you currently have right now, and if you were to increase it by 5, 10, 20%, that's going to affect the overall year-to-date revenue. So, yep, exactly. So by showing just a 10% increase in the conversion rate, that's going to be anywhere between $15,000 and $25,000 more for revenue for an entire year.
Can you take a look at my landing pages? I want you to look them over and give me some advice on what you think of them.
Sure.
So I added kind of $500 off the hearing aids, some free stuff, but I'm just I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. One thing we could add would maybe add that coupon on the bottom.
Well, I'll make sure to add those to all 3 of my landing pages. Thanks, Laura.
Well, I noticed on your calendars that we have for January that you have events during the NuEar Summit that's coming up. And I didn't know if we were going to need to move these events around. I noticed you didn't have any events the week before, so if we move some of the events up a week in the St. Louis market, I think we can move those up with no problem.